Okay, we're a little bit discombobulated. We got our
What's on here?
we are
Not too hot, man.
discombobulated tonight.
What's this sit on?
It doesn't. I'm just usually what I do is I stick it behind like this. If I got room, if not, whoops.
Oh, maybe
Whoopsie.
just leave it like that.
Whoopsie, whoopsie. Yeah. So here we are. We're in our lovely living room with our Christmas tree to talk about love after lockup.
I think it's just you and me right now, or
Yeah,
oh no, there's
it
one.
is. Well, no, we got
Is there
somebody joined us. Yay!
One
I'm
old-
Suzanne
one old
Titkemeyer. This is Jim. We are
Hey.
obsessed with a really stupid television show called Love After Lockup.
I'm not sure obsessed, but yes, it's
Well, we watch it
entertaining.
every week. Every week. That's like we're gonna
Okay.
watch it. We're gonna watch it. I guess that's pretty obsessed.
Okay, I guess.
So this week was pretty crazy because we're coming up on the season finale. And I don't know about you guys, but you know what I was looking for that did not happen? Deontay breaking up the wedding.
It's kind of maddening that they set you up the previous week. He's on his way there, gets stuck in a ditch, but he's still going to go and supposedly rescue what's the blonde's name from getting married
Nicole.
to Tia,
Yeah.
and
he said he was waiting for a sign from God, and he didn't take the fact that his car got stuck in a ditch as a sign.
And they don't show him, so it's kind of maddening. I don't know.
It's extremely maddening.
Yeah, I guess he's going to be on next week, but why not do the continuity thing? Why not just follow up? Because now you're kind of put it in the background. So, but we had some other interesting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most interesting to me was when John was doing all his bull with the Native American ceremony stuff, where he was doing a naming ceremony for his long-lost sister's children, and he met his stepmother again, and then his poor wife, Christiana, was kind of sitting off in the background and not participating, which was kind of weird because I always thought Christiana was actually pretty nice.
Well, I think she was upset that she couldn't be around her sister, and maybe jealous. She kind of separated herself. I'm not a fan of Christiana. I think there's just too many. I'm sorry, we don't agree there. There are too many things going on, but the S is gonna hit the fan when she finds out that John lied to her about the sister not being that. So
drama.
I'm sure, yeah, that's some upcoming drama for sure. Which if I were her, I would say, look, you can't be lying to me. I'm done. Like I said, I'm not a fan of either one.
Well, here's the thing that made me laugh about John this time. He was claiming to be a Lakota. A Lakota. Hey, Lisa.
Answer yes.
Yes.
Hey,
yep,
we're up to 6.
So he was claiming to be a Lakota this time. I forgot what Indian tribe it was he was claiming before, but this is at least number 2, maybe number 3 Indian tribes he's claimed. You know, if you're Native American, great. Go ahead and get the ancestry DNA test, find out where your tribe is, and register. But don't start switching tribes on us left and right. But I do have to say that I like the fact that his buddy, who's an elder, showed up and
he comes across pretty sympathetic, I think.
Lit the sage and started talking common sense to John when John was freaking out because Christiana had disappeared after having wine. So
yeah, that could be another next week. A lot of tension. So I guess I don't mind if they drop that hint like that, but I think they ought to then follow through. Don't skip it next week. All right, so where is Christiana, and did she fall off the wagon?
No, that old guy was actually his like his elder, his Indian buddy.
Tribe elder or something.
Right, not his father.
They showed mentioned his father, had a picture of him. And oh my gosh, he's been in jail a long time for meth factory and all kind of other stuff. I mean, he's just so that's not John's fault, but
which makes me really really despair for what his home life was as a kid. and all the stuff he picked up. No wonder he's been married all those times. He probably picked up the world's worst family things there.
Yeah. So that's he has a lot to overcome. We'll give him that.
And the revolving Lacey, Shane, and Sean story. Sean, she pronounces this guy's names wrong, like John and Sean. Was it?
Yeah. Well, Sean's her husband.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Okay.
She calls him Sean and Chain. So I know on Reddit they call them Sean and Chain, and I always laugh. I'm so bored with that. If I mentioned him as
Not his biological
no,
father,
not,
anyway.
yeah, not his biological father.
The biological father they actually introduced, the guy with the long beard, and oh my gosh! So his sister is 20 years younger showed up, which I'm happy for him. That was
It
nice.
is Sean like Sean, but the thing is, I hear Lacey saying Chain and Sean for Shane and for John, and it looked like John gave her the bum's rush when she was trying to entice him back. So we're in for some interesting times.
I think they
But
spell
I'm kind of
this
sick of her. I'm tired of her.
SHAW, and I think is how they spell that.
I know how they spell it.
But it's interesting that apparently they arrested Sean, but all you saw is that it happened sometime before. He didn't actually see the arrest, and then her reaction just horrible. I mean, I guess she's done with him. Said she never loved him at all, but
he was arrested for animal brutality of some sort. That's what the arrest is for. You know, not saying that because I saw that on one of the things, and that was dropped. It was something to a misdemeanor sort of thing. I hate the thruple. She rolls that J. I know. She just makes me crazy. And I hate seeing her because she's in Virginia Beach. We spend a lot of time in Virginia Beach. And so I'm watching her driving around and Sean driving around and saying, yeah, I remember that. I know where that parking lot is. I know where they're at right now. And it's just a little disconcerting to see my favorite places being kind of defamed by this woman. Or should I say not defamed, contaminated.
whatever, yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't like her. I don't like Lacey at all.
They're all really sleazy. I don't. Hey, we're up to 9. Hey, we're up to 9. Welcome everyone. Merry Christmas.
She's nasty. She's just gross. Yep, she is. So, Ray and Brittany, go, Jim.
Well, I actually liked Brittany at the beginning. She seemed pleasant enough and took a chance on Ray, and then especially with her parents not liking her. But I'm liking her less and less. Sorry. I mean, it's just so the whole thing's so rigged up. If I were the guy, I wouldn't like that at all. That she planned this. The only reason that she's going to they're going to Florida, so she wants him to propose. And this whole ovulating thing too, like she's in complete control of that. And he seems like a nice guy that she's going to take complete control of his life. So I still like Ray, but I'm not a fan of her. I mean, it's just so conniving. And then he's got a point. He's an ex-con. What if he gets arrested? They go to Florida. He's leaving the state, leaving his parole officer. They're going to want a lot of drinking. What if they get arrested? What if he gets arrested? He's in a world of hurt.
And I have a feeling that promise ring is just piss her off. I think that's what we're going to see next week. I predict that the promise ring is going to come out, and she's going to just completely lose it. And
wasn't there something on there that she told him off at the end? Wasn't there next week's session?
Yes, so they showed a little bit of that. But you know how they are. They will manipulate things because they made it look like Christiana was falling off the wagon with drugs last week. And that's clearly not what happened. She had a glass of wine and then went off like Tara. So
we don't really know
because they like to make the drama happen.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I'll give them that. But I think they need to follow up on the ones they create this excitement. Like, where's Christiana? Then they need to follow up the next week. They shouldn't go back to something previously. I think it'd be better for the show.
I heard that Deontay is going to be on the next show. He's going to be on the Life During Lockup because he's somehow hooked up with Crazy Pants. I can't even think of her name. The Crazy Pants that was hanging out with.
She brought some kind. She bought some kind of thing that's more likely to make her pregnant. Some kind of. They talk about that. I mean, it's just so. It's like he doesn't get a voice in it. Like she's. It's just. I wouldn't like that. I mean, it's nice that she wants him so bad, I guess, but to trap you with pregnancy is not.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I was going to say is the last time we heard anybody talk about ovulating on this show was is you be ovulating, and that was Michael that was saying that.
Yeah, going back ways.
Yeah, to Sarah. Remember that? That just made me laugh. It wasn't even very grammatical. And then we can't avoid talking about Sean and Sarah.
Oh yeah. Well, she shows up pregnant, which I guess has her separate conversation with her mom and with him.
And she told him.
Yeah.
But I don't think we actually got to see his reaction. They had her leading up to.
No, that's going to be another.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
so next week is the season finale, and I predict that all hell will break loose as usual, and then they'll wrap it up sweet and nice, and everybody happy. Except they showed a little bit of Papa and Lisa. You know what I'm talking about?
No, Papa and Lisa.
I want to call him Sam, but I know that's not his name. You know what I'm talking about. The guy with the wiggy looking hair.
Oh, you mean
Stan.
Stan, yeah.
Stan, not Sam.
I don't remember seeing anything about
the very end when they were showing for next week. They showed Stan and Lisa. You don't remember seeing that?
No, I kind of zoned out at the end. I think
you must have because they showed it, and who knows? Can you hear all this? It's our neighbors. They're yelling at soccer. They're all watching some soccer game.
They had a mariachi band going to almost midnight the other night.
Yeah, they did. That was kind of
funny.
One
of the granddaughters had a birthday, so that keeps entertaining.
This is Brittany's world, and she has Lisa, I said that he went from jail to jail because she's just providing more luxurious jail, but she's got him jailed out.
Yeah, I mean,
well, now he finally can drag out Deontay's. Oh, where has Stan been? Stan probably has a new lady friend, would be my guess. And I know that Lisa was embarrassing him by sharing all those photos they had between the two of them, and it was pretty funny. On her Twitter, she had, or was it her Instagram? One of her social medias, she was showing all these photos of Stan with various sex toys and trussed up and stuff, and it was just like, you got to be kidding me. And they were no longer together.
Yeah. I mean, I think they'd be better off just going on Match.com, trying to meet someone at this point. They just say, look, I mean,
Stan wants somebody he can control. Stan wants somebody he can exert complete control over. That's why he does this with prisoners. That's his whole goal. He wants somebody who's going to be groveling and at his feet and totally dependent upon him.
Yeah.
And these prisoners, they just want the big paycheck, would be my guess. I mean, Lisa, that was certainly the truth of the matter.
Yeah, it's
Lockdown Ray, just a nice.
Yeah, he's actually
good food. Yeah.
I mean, the Khan's actually much more likable than and she was, I think, pretty nice. She was pretty. I thought she was nice at first, and she
Lisa?
said, no, Brittany with Roy.
She did seem nice at first.
Yeah.
And then she switched and became kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Anybody, anything else? I see Pushy written down there. Who was that?
Oh, that's the
Brittany?
Brittany. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, really a control freak, and poor guy. He's not, able. And now she's got him separated with all her friends. I'm sure there'll be a lot of pressure. Trying to get this engagement. And it's just not the way that it's got to be mutual, in my opinion. I mean, you can't just be her, so obvious trying to get a proposal from him. And that's just, if he agrees, that'd be the beginning of the problems because it was $143,000.
He owns a house. Somebody said a house in Houston on one of the things I was on. And I absolutely agree with that. That is a house in Houston. It's pretty crazy. It's a motive about the show. Yeah, I know everybody has a motive for some reason. They really do.
Yeah, they had Amber and Puppy on again.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Amber and Puppy. I knew there was somebody I'd forgotten about.
Yeah, I think Amber is one of the few that I actually like that I think has a chance outside. But I guess at the end, Puppy kind of hijacks. They're going to turn in Puppy, and then Puppy decides to hijack it, take over the car or something. I don't know. It's kind of nutty. Again, I'm sure to build drama, but I hope she turns herself in. I can't imagine running off with this guy isn't he an ex-con too, Eric, her boyfriend?
I don't know if he's an ex-con or not.
And spend the rest of your time, looking over your shoulder. So I hope that she does the right thing. Yeah. So again, I like Amber probably one of the most level-headed, unlike so many of them.
They both look so much different than their booking photos at the prison.
Yeah. So. Yeah, they look better. Especially Puppy.
Amber, level-headed for a con. I love Puppy and Amber. Like Thelma and Louise, you're exactly right. And right now they're pulling a Thelma and Louise. I'm afraid that Puppy's going to get Amber in trouble, and Amber will go back.
I don't think she's in trouble now, Amber, because she's trying to take her to turn herself in. So, and she's got the whole producers to verify that. But with Puppy, I don't really get. She's making a lot of poor choices. So
when they start tearing off the microphone and the camera, some crazy, and try to lose the producers, crazy is about to happen. That's one thing I've learned about this show. So we have one more episode, and then we're on to life during lockup, where we get to meet a whole new bunch of cons. And I hope that they do that. I hope we don't get lumbered with endless.
Hey, we're up to double digits.
Endless Brittany and Marcelino.
Oh, they're at least likable too. I think
they're pretty likable, but like Lacey and the various guys that are like, I'm just kind of sick of that. I'm kind of tired of hearing about the two of them.
There's not as much drama. I mean, well, I guess they've got her mother though, and some other things. So.
Yeah, but her mother needs to straighten her mother out. She doesn't need to be chasing her around. You can't chase life advice. You can't chase anybody around and make them change. It's like you can't make them like you or love you. So don't chase people. It never works out. And that's one thing with all these people. I don't think they understand that. If you have to chase somebody, they're not worth having.
I kind of wish if I were to critique the show, I wish they would follow through like Deontay were all interested last week and they skip a week. Why not just follow through? Because you've got all that excitement created. And when it doesn't happen, it's a little frustrating. I mean, they're good at creating. That's what the show's about, I think. Is what's going to happen next.
But the tension,
yeah.
They're real good about that. They're real. Bring on some crazy, more Stan, Lisa, delusional Deontay, and Nicole, and the wife. Yes, I know that the wedding does go off. So Deontay, his secret brainwaves he's getting from Nicole are obviously skewed.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting when they have the Virginia Beach ones on, because I'm always, or Norfolk or whatever, because I'm always looking to see. It's like, yeah, I know that place.
I agree. It's good to bring in the crazy. That's what you're watching it for. But then follow through the next week, and I would suggest not to delay it.
They have it down to a science now. They've done this so many seasons now, and I read they have renewed it for 2 more seasons. So who knows? So we've got 2 more seasons of this.
Well, they have said, hey, we're up to 13. Lucky 13.
Yeah, and just about the time to run out of something to say. What do you want to say? Do you have anything more?
Oh, we're hearing from
hey, Christopher.
Oh, Christoph Ann. Yeah, thanks to especially
our favorite television show. You're right.
Especially Lisa for all the comments, and then now to Christoph Ann.
Not to change the subject and cut out Lovely, but did you see Julie? No. What happened? Hit me up and let me know, because I did not know that Julie Gagne crashed anything. That woman is pathetic. I just gotta have to throw that out there, because, hey, Jan, Oh yeah, it's our tree. It's our little artificial tree and our few little ornaments we got from the States.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. This is about as Christmassy as we get here, which isn't very
2 weeks
Christmassy.
away.
Look at my quilt.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to
thanks.
show off. I'm going to
Thanks.
show off my quilt. See that? Under the tree. It's my quilt that I made some years back when I was working at the quilt store.
What's the Julie thing? I'm lost there.
Julie Gagne is this very uninteresting troll that went on Roadhog's channel, and
that's totally separate then. Huh?
She accused Todd Paulson of flirting with her and trying to have sex with her.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So it's a really crazy story. She said she had fooled around online with Todd, and she couldn't show any kind of receipts. We never saw any correspondence between them. Nothing. She was on.
Okay. Hello, Hello, masterpiece of a mess. I like that. I like your name there.
Julie is a slime. Oh yes. Christiana. I think that Christiana may have decided she needed to step out for a day or two, and maybe she's drinking or something. But I don't necessarily think that she fell off the wagon to be using drugs. Maybe she's just with her sister.
Yeah, I think they gave the hint. She was watching John with his sister, and they kind of gave the hint, hey, I really want to be with my sister. You might have even said something. You might have said.
But if Tara tells her the truth of the matter, that John kept her away from the wedding, there may be hell to pay.
Oh, that's the next excitement thing. I don't know. I don't see.
She's just a habitual liar pretending to be him and Julie G. Yes, she is. Julie G belongs on the show. She really does with her tales and stuff. So Julie Gagne, if you're out there watching, none of us believe a word you have to say. Nobody. So you can stop crashing lives and just disappear, because she did that for a while and was saying how true she was and how honest and how the rest of us were all screwed up. And it was like, no. Whose live did she crash? Do you know?
Yeah, it was kind of funny, John throwing all the trash out in the yard. Seeing him get upset, but you remember that one? Well, he's just mad.
I didn't see that. I saw him smashing a wine glass.
Yeah. Then he had to clean it up, so.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. There he was cleaning it up. Among his Freddy Krueger dolls. He's got some interesting decorating choices. I'm not opposed to them. I just find it just makes me laugh sometimes with all that. And he mixed all his horror film memorabilia with his Indian culture stuff. It just makes for a very interesting guy, I'll say that. I like him much more than I thought I was going to. Jim looks more Native American than John.
Well, I'm probably kind of red. I've been out in the sun a lot.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks. I don't know.
The sun keeps shining here.
I would agree that he doesn't look Native American to me. Now, the other guy that came on today that did the...
that guy's blonde and then gray.
Well, no, but I mean the other guy that came
That's
on.
what I'm talking about, that other guy.
That came on with him. He looks Native American. I wouldn't say John does much. Or probably some small share.
Now, John keeps talking about walking the red road.
Yeah, it's kind of like Elizabeth Warren has a small, supposedly, share of Native American blood, too.
A lot of us do.
I don't think I do.
I don't think you do either. You're too blonde.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love how immature John and Christiana and the kids parent them constantly.